So we talked about Jarrett Allen. And of late, particularly in the month of February, Jarrett Allen has been terrific.
Yeah.
And last night, Donovan Mitchell was the last person to speak to the media. He gave a last question, then he gave a last question, and then this happened. Take a listen.
Yeah. Last question.
With the continued play of Jarrett Allen, you know, we hear about the pantheon of greats, right? Like there's Mass Kobe, Jersey on top Kyrie.
Don't you dare say it.
Where does Black History Month Jarrett Allen? Has to be top 4.
I mean, Black History Month JA is definitely a thing at this point, right? There he goes.
Yeah, it's Dr. JA.
Dr. JA.
Talking about Black History Month?
Honestly,
Mass Kyrie, Jersey on top
as
Kobe.
as soon as JA put the Black History Month shirt on, it was just like he just flipped. You know what I mean? And, you know, he's putting on for our people, ain't he? Like, you know what I'm saying? So respect to JA. Hopefully we continue this into March, right?
Absolutely.
Cool. But, you know,
Thank you.
Black History Month JA is definitely up there with Mass Kyrie, Hoodie Mellow. Hoodie Mellow. You know what I mean? So let's make that a thing.
Black History Month Jarrett Allen is averaging 21.4 points per game. He's shooting 74% from the floor, averaging 11.9 rebounds, 1.9 assists, and 1.3 blocks per game. Bull.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on Black History Month Jarrett Allen?
Well, I mean, he's got extra motivation, apparently. Was he wearing a bathrobe? Was that a bathrobe he was wearing?
Towel.
It was a towel.
Oh, it looked like he was wearing a bathrobe. I was like, that's awesome. I think I want to get a bathrobe if I'm in the locker room. Yeah, I mean, it's turned into. I like the way Donovan goes, you're going to keep it going in March, right? And he's like, yeah.
That would be interesting to
Yeah.
see if he doesn't show up in March, I would be kind of upset. Like, it really is a February thing.
Yeah.
He did it
Shout
for the
out
culture.
to February, by the way.
Yeah, he did it for the culture, man. He did it for the culture. Shout out to Jarrett Allen.
The good news about all this is this. They've shown us that they have the ability to get it done, even against the Knicks, who has been an Achilles heel to them if you go back a couple years. So when we get to the postseason, you can't say that you haven't seen it before, you can't do it, it's foreign to you. No, you've shown that if you play up to your full ability, y'all should be able to beat the Knicks. And that, to me, is what I got out of this game.
I just think, everybody know you really can't write nothing home in February. But overall, I will say this. It's clear as day that as an entire team, their confidence is on a whole nother level. And I think, we talked about it a little bit pre-show. For the majority of the season, I think they said all the right things, did all the right things when the cameras was on.
Yeah.
Tried to keep their poise, tried not to let their frustration show. But I think internally, early on, I think there was some doubt if they can accomplish their overall goal this year, just by how the roster was built, by the injuries. It just seemed like the effort wasn't there on a night-to-night basis. And it just seems like, around the time that they made the trades, a little bit before the end, it just seemed like they flipped another switch and they started to believe in what their abilities is and in each other a little bit more. And I always go back to just seeing the emergence of Jalen Tyson and even the stretch from Daquan Tomlin. To me, it just seemed like they were the ones who kind of started this surge of, identity being shifted.
Young energy.
Yeah, young energy, a sense of toughness to them. And then the next thing you know, the Cleveland Cavaliers make a trade to bring in guys that kind of mesh with that. And now all of a sudden in the locker room, it's a vibe again like it was last year. Spirits is high. It's a level of seriousness that's associated as well. But you can see it in their body language and their temperament that they really believe in what they're doing right now and that they can go out here and beat damn near anybody. So
usually when you trade a 26-year-old for a 36-year-old, it's a bad move. In this case, it's quite the opposite. He's got the old head energy, James Harden, and he seems very motivated. And you're right, Ellis and Schroeder appear to be great fits on this team. And we'll see. Obviously, they got a lot to prove in the playoffs. They could just as easily go out in the second round as they have the last few years. But I think as a fan base, as a fan, I feel like there's they have a much higher ceiling than they did before the Darius trade.
Absolutely.
I got one question for Tyvis, then we'll move on to our next topic. But Tyvis, one thing Jarrett said post-game was he's not playing any harder. He's not doing anything different pre-game. He's just playing at the highest level he believes, and his confidence, and he said his own confidence is through the roof right now. And it is worth mentioning that earlier in the season, he had a broken finger on each hand. and he missed a couple weeks with those injuries, and he had struggled catching the ball. Now he's back to being fully healthy. Tyvis, when a player gets on a roll like this, when they get, I'm going to use the cliche, in the zone, like Jarrett Allen is right now, how contagious is that? And how easily can you continue to play with that level of confidence as the season progresses towards the playoffs?
It's very contagious because everybody understands what's going on. And I love the fact that everybody keeps feeding him the ball and keep getting him involved. As you've pointed out multiple times, Jarrett Allen is one of those guys that if you don't get him involved, he gets uninterested in the game. He doesn't rebound anymore. He doesn't protect the paint. And he doesn't score. If he's not doing those three things, then he's useless. It seems that ever since James Harden has gotten here, and shout out to you, Mike, because you was the first one to point it out, that every big that plays with James Harden's numbers goes through the roof. And in this situation, James has done an unbelievable job of getting him going every single game. And it's not just James. Everybody else understands, like, if we get the big man going, like, it opens up things for everybody else because now defense is collapsing because he's so good under the basket that now guys are collapsing to help out. Now he's facilitating the ball and getting everybody else wide open shots. So to me, I love that. By the way, I love this whole 3-2-1 thing, 3 books, 2 video games, and 1 movie every month.
What's that? What are you talking about?
Jarrett Allen's routine now is he wants to read 3 books, finish 2 video games in full, and watch 1 movie in theater every month.
What kind of video games?
Whatever that, if that's what he's doing, keep doing it.
What games do you think he play?
Oh, he Hogwarts
Minecraft
and no, he played
Hogwarts.
he playing Minecraft or something like that. Yeah.
A couple of things I want to respond to. I know we got to move on, but lately, just watching him play, I think it was like 2 seasons ago, and I'm paraphrasing. I remember watching. This is when Charles Barkley and crew was still on TNT, and Charles said something along the lines of he felt like everybody was focused on Evan Mobley, but when the Cavaliers involved Jarrett Allen, he thought at that time the Cavaliers was a better basketball team. And I just remember people saying, like, man, Charles crazy, he don't know what he's talking about. Fast forward to last week, Kenny Atkinson said something along the lines of, like, Jarrett has made me pay him, much more attention, and everybody has alluded to now, like, when he's involved, everything is better. I'm glad that it's figured out now, but it's like, man, where was this mindset this whole time that he's kind of been a member of this team?
Well, hopefully this will continue into the playoffs, and hopefully they can stay healthy into the playoffs.
Yeah, that's going to be a big thing for them.
Yep. All right, Mike.
All right, let's move on, guys. We're going to get an